Farmington is a city in San Juan County in the U.S. state of New Mexico. As of the 2013 population estimate from the United States Census Bureau, the city had a total population of 45,426 people. Farmington makes up one of the 4 Metropolitan Statistical Areas in New Mexico. The U.S. Census Bureau's population estimate in 2011 for Farmington was about 45,256. Farmington is located at the junction of the San Juan River, the Animas River, and the Plata River, and is located on the Colorado Plateau. Farmington is the largest city of San Juan County, one of the geographically largest counties in the United States, covering 5,538 square miles. The county seat and the other city in San Juan County is Aztec. Farmington serves as the commercial hub for most of northwestern New Mexico and the Four Corners region of 4 states. Farmington lies at or near the junction of 3 important highways, U.S. Highway 550, U.S. Highway 64, and New Mexico Highway 371. It is on the Trails of the Ancients Byway, one of the designated New Mexico Scenic Byways. The primary industries of San Juan County are the mining of petroleum, natural gas, and coal. Major coal mines are the Navajo and San Juan mines, operated by BHP Billiton 15 to 19 miles southwest of Farmington. The coal mined from the Navajo and San Juan mines is used entirely for fuel for the nearby Four Corners Generating Station and San Juan Power Plant to produce electric power. Farmington is known across New Mexico and throughout the Southwest for its baseball tournaments, and Ricketts Park is the home of the Connie Mack World Series. Farmington High School claimed the AAAA Baseball State Championship 4 years in a row from 2005 through 2008. Piedra Vista High School in Farmington also claimed the AAAA Baseball State Championship in 2010 and 2011. History: the area that is now Farmington was settled by ancestral Pueblo people in the 7th century. Ruins can be visited at nearby Salmon Ruins and at Aztec Ruins. When the Anasazi left the area, the Navajos, Jicarilla Apaches, and Utes moved into the area. A key part of the region was known in Navajo as Tota, which means, where 3 rivers meet. Although Spanish and American mineral prospecting happened in the area, there were few permanent settlements. In 1868, the Navajo Nation was created, taking up the western half of San Juan County. 6 years later, the U.S. government offered territory in the rest of San Juan County to the Jicarilla Apache, but they refused. As a result, the area was opened for settlement and a number of settlers moved into the region from southern Colorado. The area was originally known as Junction City, because of the access to the 3 rivers. In 1901 the town was incorporated and named Farmington with a population of 548. By September 19, 1905, the railroad was finished connecting Farmington to Durango, Colorado, expanding economic and settlement opportunities. It was unusual in that it was a standard gauge railroad that connected to the Denver and Rio Grande Western narrow gauge lines of southwestern Colorado. The railroad converted the line to narrow gauge in 1923. The line was abandoned in 1968 and the line was dismantled to Durango in 1969. In addition, in the 1920s there was significant investment in natural gas and oil in the area, although actual production remained low until the 1950s. With construction of a developed road connecting Farmington to U.S. Route 66 and Albuquerque in the 1940s and the construction of the San Juan Basin natural gas pipeline in 1953 a venture led by Tom Bolak the population expanded significantly. It grew from 3,637 in 1950 to 35,000 in 1953 and the expansion continued after that. However, the significant connection to the energy industry made the economics of the town largely vulnerable to international market fluctuations during the 1970s energy crisis and resulted in some economic diversification. In 1967, as part of a joint U.S. government El Paso Electric operation, an underground nuclear detonation occurred 50 miles east of Farmington and about 25 miles south of Dulce, New Mexico in present-day Carson National Forest. This pilot project of Operation Plowshare, codenamed Project Gazbugi, was an attempt to fracture a large volume of underground bedrock to make more natural gas available for extraction by gas wells. The people of Farmington have been the subject of several civil rights investigations, including the 2005 report, the Farmington Report, Civil Rights for Native Americans 30 years later. On March 18, 1950, Farmington was the site of a mass UFO sighting in which over half the town's population was reported to have seen large saucers in the sky flying at rapid speeds. Geography: Farmington is located at 36 degree 45 euro squared 6 euro cubed n 108 degree 11 euro squared 23 euro cubed w. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Farmington has a total area of 32.0 square miles, of which 31.5 square miles is land and 0.5 square miles is water. The Navajo Indian Reservation is west of Farmington, the Ute Mountain Indian Reservation is to the northwest, and the Southern Ute Indian Reservation is northeast of the city. Prehistoric Native American ruins are located nearby. Aztec Ruins National Monument and the Salmon Ruins are ancient dwellings located just to the northeast and the east of Farmington. Mesa Verde National Park lies about 40 miles to the northwest, and Caco Culture National Historical Park is about 50 miles to the southeast. Climate: Farmington has a semi-arid climate. The city can experience hot summers and cold winters with low precipitation throughout the year. The average annual snowfall is 12.3 inches. Demographics: as of the census of 2010, there were 45,895 people and 17,548 housing units in Farmington. The racial makeup of the city was 62.8% white, 1.0% African American, 22.2% Native American, 0.6% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, and 4.2% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 22.4% of the population. There were 16,466 households, out of which 33.4% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 49% were married couples living together, 13.6% had a female householder with no husband present, and 30.1% were non-families. 21.7% of all households were made up of individuals and 8% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.7 and the average family size was 3.19. Education: the Farmington Municipal School District serves over 10,000 students in grades K-12 in 18 schools. The high schools are Farmington High School, Piedra Vista High School, and Rocinante High School. There are 6 private schools. San Juan College is a public 2-year college with average enrollment of about 10,000. Farmington Public Library moved into a new building in 2003 and holds about 200,000 items in its collection. There is a branch library in Shiprock. Transportation: air transportation. Farmington is served by Four Corners Regional Airport. Highway: U.S. Highway 64, the major east-west highway through San Juan County. U.S. Highway 550, runs through nearby Bloomfield, New Mexico and Aztec, New Mexico, connects Farmington with central New Mexico, Interstate 25, and the capital city of Santa Fe. U.S. Highway 491, formerly U.S. 666, runs north-south through Shiprock, well to the west of Farmington. New Mexico Highway 371 extends due southward from Farmington all the way to Interstate 40. It travels almost exclusively through the Navajo Indian Reservation, and passes through only a few small towns or villages. It is also the primary means of accessing the Bustee Denazin Wilderness area. Railroad: there is no passenger railroad service anywhere in San Juan County. Intercity bus: there is intercity bus service in Farmington. Activities: Farmington has been the home of the Connie Mack World Series baseball tournament, played in August every year at Ricketts Park, for 50 years. Connie Mack League regular season play includes players age 16 to 18. The Connie Mack World Series consists of 10 or more teams from various regions around the United States, including from Puerto Rico. San Juan Plaza in Farmington is home to an annual strongman competition, which takes place the last Saturday of July. Farmington holds a Riverfest once a year. Area rivers are celebrated with a festival of music, fine arts, food, entertainment, a 10K and 5K run and walk, riverside trail walks, and river raft rides. Pinon Hills Golf Course, designed by Ken Dye, in Farmington is one of the United States' top municipal golf courses. Owned and operated by the City of Farmington, Pinon Hills has been ranked in the top municipal golf courses by Golfweek magazine for several years. Notable locations: the Three Rivers Brewhouse and Eatery was established in 1997 by John Silver, and Bob and Cindy Beckley. It is in downtown Farmington and was formerly called the Andrews Building, which was built and opened in 1912. This building was the original Farmington drugstore and the Farmington Times-Hustler newspaper. It was the longest-standing drugstore on Fountain in New Mexico. The brewery believes in preserving their historical heritage by decorating with priceless items found during renovation. The brewery owns the largest beer label and beer coaster collection in New Mexico. Notable people: Tom Bolak, Governor and Lieutenant Governor of New Mexico. Mayor of Farmington. Oil man. Rancher, Mike Dunn, athlete, Major League Baseball pitcher for the Miami Marlins, Larry Echo Hawk, head of the U.S. Bureau of Indian Affairs, Charlie Martin, athlete, National Football League, Ralph Naley, National Football League offensive lineman for Dallas Cowboys, Alana Nichols, Paralympic gold medalist in alpine skiing and wheelchair basketball, Omri Osborne, rapper Grez Kull, Willard Hughes Rawlings, historian of Native Americans, Sleep, rapper The Chickarones, Dwayne Ward, athlete, Major League Baseball pitcher for Toronto Blue Jays and Atlanta Braves, Kenneth L. Worley, U.S. Marine who received the Medal of Honor. References. External links: official website of the City of Farmington, Farmington Chamber of Commerce, Farmington Convention and Visitors Bureau, Farmington Daily Times, Four Corners Storytelling Festival Annual Storytelling Festival in October, Gazboogie Nuclear Test Site.